Good day everyone. I am Adrian Paunil, taking Bachelor in Agricultural Technology fourth year in Laguna State Polytechnic University, Lopez Satellite Campus. And I will present to you my blog under the subject of Appreciation to Literature. The first section in my site is all about my autobiography that have input all my personal information, my dream or goal in my life, and other background. The second section in my site is all about my video lesson, so please have a time and watch it. Good day everyone. I am Adrian Paunil, taking Bachelor of Agricultural Technology fourth year. And the topic we have is Character of the Little Prince. And I will present to you the part of our topic. So let's begin. The Little Prince. He came from asteroid called V612. He left his planet to forget the rose. He travels a number of planets and he learned a lot of things from different people. He symbolizes a child because of his innocence. He is capable of appreciating every little thing. He speaks directly to others, appealing to their heart. He became friends with narrator and teaches him the essence of life. He travels a number of planets but never forget his rose. The rose. She was the beloved of the little prince. She was the one that caused the little prince to leave their planet. She thinks that she was so unique and the world goes around here. She occupies the little prince's heart and mind throughout the story, the journey of the little prince. King. He is the first person that the little prince meet. His robe covers his entire tiny planet. He rules over everything. The king's power is empty. He is able to command people to do only what they already would do. He offered the little prince manpower, a power to be a part of his absolute monarch, but the little prince did not accept it because he only wants to have a friend, not a power. Conceited man. The second person that the little prince met on his journey in the second planet. He enjoys applause and admiration. He believes that conceited people never hear anything but praise even if he is the only person in his planet. Businessman, fourth person on the fourth planet that the little prince visited. He is busy counting the stars so that they may own them. He believes that if something has no owner, it is yours. The only character that the prince actively justices. He hates destruction and the little prince is his third destruction. Lamplighter. Fifth person that the little prince met on the smallest planet of all. He was so faithful about the orders. He has a terrible profession because he has to light up the lamp when evening and light out when morning for his planet to make a complete turn. He symbolized the death and the birth because he is the one who is in charge of lighting his planet. Geographer. Last person that the little prince met before he landed on Earth, and it has a 10 times larger than the last one. Old gentleman who wrote voluminous book. Even if he wants to read, he did it want to learn about his own planet because he believes that it is the job of explorer. He tells that the rose of the little prince is ephemeral, means is danger of speedy disappearance. That's why the little prince realized how important the rose is. He was the one who suggests to the little prince to visit the planet Earth. Snake, the first character the prince meet on Earth. Little Prince thinks that the snake is weak, but the snake tells him that he can kill a person. It can solve all kinds of redness. It represents the death in the story because it is the one who bites the little prince. Desert flower. It has three petals. It watches the caravan to pass by. It tells him that there are only 6 or 7 men in existence and that one never knows where to find them. The little prince and the desert flower has very short conversation. Rose garden. They made the little prince realize that his rose was a common rose only. The little prince overcome his sadness because of many roses in the garden, even in the period of time. However, with the facts advice, the little prince realized that even so many similar flower roses cannot stop his own rose from being unique, especially in his heart. Facts. It teaches the little prince about trust, love, and friendship. It made the little prince realize how much he loves the rose. It also teaches the little prince the essence of life and being a wise creature. He tells the little prince that the nature of life is invisible and can only be experienced through the heart. Love creates a responsibility for the little prince be responsible for his rose. The third section in my site is all about poem recital. Please watch this. Good day everyone. I am Adrian Paunil, taking Bachelor in Agricultural Technology, 4th year. Today I will present to you the storytelling of The Little Prince. So let's begin. One day, when the man was flying over the desert, his plane had an engine problem and it fell on the ground. It was just dawn and surrounded by a sea of silence. He couldn't manage to take off. He wouldn't survive. All of a sudden, a little blue-eyed boy appeared in front of his eyes. And the boy is the little prince. The little prince asked to the man to paint a lamp. The man drew 3 lamps, but the little prince didn't like any of them. The man drew a box, reassuring that the lamp he wants it was in there. The little prince said, "Oh, that's exactly what I want." The little prince lived on a small farm planet. The little prince liked watching the sunset very much. The little prince asked man, "Why roses have thorns?" The man answered that the animals won't eat them. Unique flowers grow on the little prince planet, but one day a different flower grew on the planet who was incredibly beautiful. The little prince said, "That flower gave my life meaning. I should never run away, but I was too young for love." The little prince said goodbye to his flower to set off on his journey around several planets. The first planet that the little prince visited was ruled by a king. Was confused to hear him say that all the universe had to obey to the king. The little prince said, "You can demand anything you want," asked the little prince to king. The king answered, "No one should always demand what people are able to do." The little prince said, "I think there's nothing for me to do where I have to go." The next planet lived a vain person. "Oh, an admirer," said the vain. "Start applauding me till I tell you to stop." The little prince got tired and stopped. The third planet was inhabited by a businessman. He did calculation all the time. The little prince lived thinking again how very weird older people. The fourth planet was small. There was only one lamppost and the lamplighter. The little prince asked, "Why do you turn the lamp on and off all the time?" The lamplighter answered, "It's my duty. I have to turn the lamp on and at the night and turn off in the morning. But now the planet is smaller than the sunset every 5 minutes." The last planet he visited was the biggest one and was inhabited by an old man who was a geographer and knew where the ocean, the mountains, and the desert were. The little prince asked, "So are there many seas on your planet?" The geographer answered, "I don't know. I'm a geographer, not an explorer. I count on an explorer to inform me about everything they see." The little prince said, "Do you also know about the flower? They are the prettiest thing on my planet." Geographer answered, "No, I'm not interested on flowers." Finally, the little prince arrived on Earth. 7 million people lived on that planet. Among them, there were lamplighters and 1,000 vain people. When the little prince got there, he saw a field of roses that reminded him of his flower. Then he came across a very beautiful animal. The little prince saw a fox and said, "Who are you? You look very pretty." The fox answered, "I'm a fox." The little prince said, "Come play with me. I'm very sad." The fox said, "I can't. I'm not domesticated." The little prince said, "What does it mean to be domesticated?" Fox said, "It means to have a bond with someone. To me, you're just another boy and I don't need you for anything. But if you domesticate me, we'll grow fond of each other and will end up meeting one another." The little prince understood what the fox saying and started domesticating it. Little by little, he visited a fox every day and played with it till one day they had to say goodbye. The fox said, "I'm going to cry. Go have a look at the field of roses. Then come back and I'll tell you a secret." The little prince did exactly what the fox asked, and he realized that contrary to the rest of the roses, his rose was unique and special because the flower had been domesticated by him, and he by the flower. The rest of the roses were beautiful, but they were meaningless. The little prince said, "Come on, let's look for a well. The man said, "Oh, well, we're in the desert." The little prince wouldn't give up. The little prince said, "What really makes a desert more beautiful is the well underground. What makes something beautiful is invincible to the eyes." The little prince was near the well and the man closer to see him. The, when the man got there, he saw him talking to the snake. It looked very dangerous. He was full of snow. He looked at the man and then the man understood everything. The little prince said, "I'm going back home, although my journey is much longer and more complicated." The man couldn't believe, never hear his laughter again. The fourth section in my site is all about video lesson compilation that will have the link of the video of my classmate. The fifth section in my site is all about my story poem analysis. The sixth section in my site is my affiliation that have many pictures all about our activity in school and also our OJT in QNAS. And my seventh section is all about my miscellaneous that have the pictures of my family, friends, and other part of my life. And the last section is the disclaimer, where have the words that the music and sound and application that I've used is not mine. Thank you.